David Baye here for MuscularDevelopment.com. We are here in beautiful Central Park. I'm here with Guy Cisternino, one day out from the 2015 New York Pro. Guy actually just wrapped up a workout. I guess I'll lead into that. A lot of people going into shows will stop working out on a Tuesday, stop working out on a Wednesday. It's Saturday. You're going to be on stage in less than 24 hours, and here you are getting a little bit of an arm and a chest workout in. Talk to us a little bit about your last week of prep. Some guys might see it as unconventional, not so much for you.
I mean, when your muscles stay lax and you don't do anything, a lot of these guys sit in the hotel room and their muscles stay stagnant. They don't get any blood flow, and when they try to pump them on stage, they don't look as good. Even if I'm not, I normally get a pump the day before a show. A little bit of chest, a little bit of arms, just to get the blood moving around. Sometimes I'll even, if the venue's close to like a mall or something, I'll just go walk around. You just squeeze when I walk, just to get something, moving. We're used to training every day, doing cardio. Training our ass off in the gym, and then going from, that dramatic aspect of training and cardio to then not doing anything Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. To me, my body looks better when it's doing something. When my body's just stagnant, it kind of just looks a little dead on stage. And I learned that. I used to stop training on Wednesday, stop cardio, and then relax Thursday, Friday. And then I realized I didn't look the same. It was harder to get a pump backstage. Now I do. I mean, I was only in there for 15 minutes with Sean Roden, and just did a quick pump, arms, tries, a little bit of chest, just to get some blood flow. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I worked up a sweat, and I got a good pump, and I mean, that's all I really needed, just something to lead into tomorrow for when we're backstage pumping up. My muscles aren't dead, and they're ready to rock and roll. So.
Now, you had a very solid showing at the Olympia. I think a lot of people assumed we would see you on stage at the Arnold this year. Didn't see you in Columbus. Talk to us a little bit about your decision to go past the Arnold and make this New York Pro your first show of 2015.
Yeah, I mean, last year after winning Dallas, second here, and then first again in Toronto, I really didn't have that much leeway in between then and the Olympia, and then again I got it's 8th place. Past 2 years I've been 7th, so they keep putting me in that 7th to 8th range at the Olympia, and then I went on to do Korea, Prague, Italy. So I mean, I dieted for over 30 weeks. So for me to go from stop dieting in October to then have to start dieting again in December for the Arnold, I really didn't give myself enough time. So the plan going into this weekend is to win here, have a good month of off season, and obviously not get too crazy out of shape. I normally don't anyway, and then go right into the Olympic, give my body enough time to rest and recover. And I think if I do that, I will look my best finally at the Olympia, which I haven't been able to do because I have to constantly requalify and win shows to compete at the Olympia. So I'm hoping to do this, go to the Olympia, take a top slot there, and then next year hopefully not even have to worry about doing a bunch of shows, and see what I can accomplish with a full year off, and then just focusing on the big game, the Olympia. So that's what the plan is for this weekend.
All right, now coming into this weekend's show, most of the 212 shows you've done, you've run into some big names. We saw you against Tricky Jackson and in Chicago a few years ago. Obviously at the Olympia and all the shows overseas, Flex Lewis and all the big guys. Coming into this weekend's show, as far as a 212, definitely a good lineup. But there's not an Aaron Clark. There's not some of the bigger name guys. As a competitor, we all know that you're gunning just to be your best regardless. Your mindset coming in, knowing that you're going to essentially be the favorite coming into a show, does that change anything for you?
No, because I mean, I've been hearing guys the one to beat, but I always look at myself as the underdog. People look at these lineups and they see, oh, there's not a big name, but those are the shows you got to worry about, because you don't know. Everybody sees that lineup and everybody's like, well, there's not a huge name in that, so everybody is thinking, shit, I can get this. So my plan going into this show this weekend is, I was looking at the list for the first time this morning, and I'm the first one to go on stage. So I want to walk out on stage, hit my poses, and I want it to be Guy. And I don't want people to remember the show as, oh, it was a weak lineup. I want people to remember that Guy looked like a fucking shredded mutant on stage, and then everybody else. And if that happens, I don't care what the lineup showed, as long as I walk out and I'm at my all-time best. In my opinion, I've beat Tricky, I beat Jose, I beat a lot of the top guys. There's a few guys left that I haven't beaten yet. Eduardo, Flex, You know, there's not a lot of guys that I beat Dave Henry at the Olympia. So, you know, slowly but surely I'm chipping away at the chopping block. It's just a matter of time, you know, where I nail it at the Olympia 100%, and, you know, I get the slot I deserve. So.
All right. Well, you know, we can't see a whole lot with you all covered up like this, but if calves are any indication of your conditioning from what we just saw in the fitness center here at the hotel, we're not. I just bust this out. Clearly, we're not really we're not in Central Park. That was a terrible lie, but. Again, if calves are any indication, you looked at, well, yeah, of course we did. I'm like, look at his calves. It's crazy. So you look to be in pretty good shape. But we will find out tomorrow. Weigh-ins a little bit later on today at 5 o'clock. So you're gonna be pushing 212, or you're gonna be good?
I don't lie about my weight, man. I was 208 this morning. So, you know, 208.4. I'm sorry.
0.4.
Sean Roden corrected me. 208.4. I'm not. You know, people like to say they're 212. I don't really have a trouble making weight. You know. A lot of the guys that have trouble making weight are a lot of the guys that a lot of times aren't in shape. So, you know.
And there you have it. So I don't think anybody's questioning as to whether you're going to be in shape tomorrow. And with that, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Let Guy get back to what he's doing. I don't know. You heading back into the gym or just going to go relax or what?
Sean's got to take some pictures of me to send to Chris, and then eat meal number 2, go get tanned, and then just relax, finally, until tomorrow.
All right, and that's it for us, guys. Once again, this is David Baye with Guy Cisternino here, one day out from the 2015 New York Pro for MuscularDevelopment.com.
Peace.